Hello and welcome everyone. This is a new episode at our Magical Creators Online Summit. I'm your host Inga Deksne, and today we will be talking about energy and just a little preview how I met Kurly. Our guest today is Kurly, and why I decided to invite her. So I met Kurly at the event, and I know that she's Feng Shui and energy practitioner, and I didn't know much about her. But after like 10 seconds of talking to Kurly, it was so clear to me that she needs to be a guest at Online Summit. So, and today, Kurly will be sharing top energy tips for business flow. And can you a little bit introduce yourself? So tell our listeners what you do, how you came to this field.
Yes, of course, Inga. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me on. I'm absolutely delighted to be on here. And I think what you're doing is amazing. People are very, very fortunate to have you do this for them. So let me introduce myself. I am a Feng Shui master. What that basically means is I have mastery or expertise in this area, which has been built over 30 years. And so I have had a corporate career. I worked in the boardrooms of the BBC, but this was my absolute passion. And long story short, I basically was a very, very, very sick child, and I used Feng Shui to heal myself in my mid to late teens. And so, you can't get more passionate about something, can you, than if you are the walking, talking piece of living miracle evidence, which is what I am. And, I'm fortunate enough to have done this for 30 years approximately now, and I have clients that get results, boom results every day of the week, texts and things that pop through. And I really, really am looking forward to giving your listeners some fantastic tips to have them go boom as well.
Excellent. I'm really excited and looking forward to hearing your tips. But also what I've noticed from our first conversations that you explain Feng Shui differently and completely from, let's say, stereotypical presentation. So can you talk us through, please?
Of course. Okay. So most people that have heard of Feng Shui these days, and thankfully it's not like 30 years ago where, really, what's that? Most people have come across Feng Shui or heard of it spoken of somewhere. And some people have been fortunate enough to read about it or actually have a consult of some sort. So they will have come across Feng Shui, and it's very confusing, the information that's put out there. People are not quite sure, is it to do with design, or is it to do with houses, or it's to do with offices? It's something about buildings or space. And here's what I like to tell people. I like to simplify it right down, all the way down, because that's where the most powerful understanding and application comes from. Feng Shui is simply about this one principle alone. From the moment that you were born to the moment that you transition on from this planet, hopefully it's a long time, we are all in this environment. There's never a moment that you're not in the environment 24/7, whether you're asleep, whether you're conscious of it or not, you're in this environment. And this environment is affecting all of you all of the time. Now just think about that for a second. We've all walked into a room and thought, wow, I love this space. And your whole body's gone, right? And from that space, because it was like that at the event where we met, wasn't it, Inga? You operate better, you have better conversations, better connections, you make better deals, ideas come through with that much more clarity. You have better thinking. You feel better. You become healthier. You have a happier time. I mean, the list is endless. And conversely, just before I finish, we've all been to a space, and you've walked in and you've thought to yourself, and this applies to me as much as anybody, and you've thought, oh my God, I hate this space. And you think, right, let me just get this over with and out. I'm out, right? Do you think you have a good conversation in that space? Do you think you come up with the best deals and solutions? No, of course not. So this is what Feng Shui is about. Feng Shui is not about the buildings. The buildings are amazing canvases and tools. The gardens, the spaces, the cars, the environment, basically. But it's about you. It's always, always, always about people. It's about you and me, and how we can best operate and set up our environment to power forward our goals. I have clients ringing up and saying, I need more money. And the first thing I say to them is it because there's something wrong with the flow in, the flow out, or it's all fine, you just want more? And regardless of which one of these it's about, we can set up your environment really, really simply without redecorating, knocking down walls to make that happen. And that's what Feng Shui is about, Inga.
This is beautiful.